balancing poses. We tend to scare away from our balancing poses, and what we need to realize is in yoga, balancing poses strengthen the body. They give us power. And by giving us power, we are able to prevent injury to the body. We're able to get that tonage in the arms, get that tonage in the legs and the abdominal. When we do that, we feel really freaking awesome about ourselves, right? Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3 does just that. We take balancing poses in a steady graduation to the full pose. When we're looking at some of the poses that people do with balancing, it seems like, how do they get to that point? This is the point how they get to. The key that we must realize in balancing poses is called Tritaka. What is this Tritaka? It is a gazing point. Most likely on the surface of the floor before you. It's easier to look down than it is on the wall or up above. By looking down, we zero in on that balance. But by all means, everybody's different. Find your Tritaka, find your special balancing point. Usually, when we look down at the ground, it's in an inanimate object. Tritaka is traditionally a candlelight gaze. We could do that too. In this sequence, we are looking down at an indentation in the sand or on the floor. We're taking our time. In a spiritual warrior sense, we bow into the body saying namaste, which means I honor the peace in you as well as the peace in myself. Namaste. Take the time with breath, breathing in and out. In through the nose, out through the nose. Bow the head, honoring the body. On the inhale, we slowly step back with the left foot. Sometimes it's a little wobbly for us to be on the left tippy toes. Just bring the left heel so it is parallel with the top right heel. We will show you several different ways to do this. This is one way. Bend the knee. There's a lot of strength that has to do with building strength in the knee. So if we have challenging knees, understand when you're first starting off in a balancing pose, you might not get to the full opening, okay, which is with the back leg up in the air. So don't chastise yourself. Just work on strengthening that knee, strengthening that thigh area, strengthening the ankle area. Breathe in, rotate the hips towards the front. So both hips are rotated in front towards the body. Reach forward, clasping the hands. The knee is bent behind the tippy toes. All the toes are faced forward. Reach forward. You're going to stay in this position, working on this position for a while, okay? Come forward just a little bit. Right now, we're going to feel a burning sensation in the thighs. Breathe through it. At home, lift up the toes and grab the floor or grab the mat a little bit easier if you can. Breathe through this. Get used to this half warrior pose, building strength in the thigh and squeezing in the back thigh area for stability. Because we're noticing there's a lot of weight on the front part of the body here. Squeeze in the back thigh. When the body's ready, lift up on the tippy toes of the left foot. When the body's ready, look down at that focal point and bring up that foot. We might just bring it up just a little bit and then get back down. That's okay. We can even learn to hold our hands on our thighs and come up with our back leg and work on that stance and that balancing point. But remember, Always to look down at the ground for that balancing point. So if it's too much for you to have your hands forward in the full warrior 3, grab it down, lift up the back foot, and work on that part. Now by this time, this leg is burning. That's a nice building of strength in the body, darling. Go ahead and do that. Breathe through it, lubricate it, okay? Bring the knee to just underneath the big toe. The toes are facing forward. Come up, bring the arms up. We can bring the arms apart in a full, but it's easier when the arms are together because we have a more stable stance in the body. When the body is ready, we can come up to a full warrior 3. Arms between the ears, head down, come up nice and straight. Look down at the ground. Lift up that back foot so it's nice and straight. Back leg. And then slowly come down on the inhale and come up again. Try the other side. We have to balance the bodies out. Nice stable stance on the left foot. Lift up the toes on the mat. Bring them forward just a little bit. Make sure that you can see. Inhale, come back with the right foot. Remember, the right foot is level with the front heel into the middle of the right foot. You can always come up when you're ready to come up on the back tippy toes. Reach forward, clasp the hands, and get used to this balancing opening right here to take a lot of pressure off of this front leg. Squeeze in the back thigh. Keep the arms forward. Now we're ready a little bit. Come up on the tippy toes. And now we can come up to full warrior. Lifting that leg up. Reaching forward. Both hips towards the earth. Reach up with the back leg. Look down the ground for that focal point. Come down on the exhale. And back up to prayer mountain. Let's try it again. Back. Let's try it the other way with the hands on the left thigh. Bend the knee. Keep the toes pointing forward. Come up on the back tippy toes, which is the right foot. And slowly lift up, balancing on that knee. We can come up partial way. We can come up a little bit away. By doing this partial way, you're strengthening, you're getting used to the body strengthening in this left thigh. We could still come up to full, because once that stability in that left leg is there and that right leg is up, then we could bring the arms forward. Again, we wobbled and we came out. Never chastise the body, honor the body where it's at. It takes time to get into balancing poses. Even yogis fall out of balance. Back with tippy toes on the heel, then come up on the toe. Arms on thighs. Again, this is a different way of doing it rather than with the arms forward. Showing you a different way. Look down at the ground on that focal point. Come up a little bit there, a little bit there, all the way. Then if we think we're ready, we can bring those arms to it. Either with the arms apart if it's easier for you, or the arms together. Inhale, exhale, and then exhale it down and come back to mountain. That is the Virabhadrasana 3 Live Sunrise Beach Yoga baby steps to balancing poses. We hope you'll join us every Friday live. Subscribe and check the times, because it's different each time because of the brightness of the sunrise. Soon.